Kia ora lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bryony and I do cruelty-free and vegan makeup reviews and tutorials on this channel and deep dives into the environmental, ethical and social issues with the beauty industry. Sometimes I'll talk about veganism too. Hello to my new subscribers, welcome. Clearly today we're talking about these two very shiny things in my hands. My gosh, I just opened the package, so I'm like, I must talk to you about it right now because I feel like this packaging might get a little bit smudgy. Indigo Iris is a really charitable brand. I talked about them last year when I did my 12 days of Christmas, like looking at all the good news beauty stories that are out there. So 50% of the profits from this actually go to a charity which helps to cure preventable blindness in the Pacific Islands. It's a fantastic cause. So this is the Levitate Mascara and this is the first thing that they actually created. It's completely vegan, cruelty-free, and it's actually made in Italy, and apparently it's good. I want to try it out. I'm not wearing it today because I'm still using it my old mascara because I don't like to waste. This is the Serene Lipstick. It's this lovely, beautiful, kind of like warm base terracotta shade I wanted to show you before I actually applied it. Again, 50% of the profits from this go to charity too. I did say last year that I wanted to actually try out this brand as well, so it's pretty important that I actually live up to my word so I can let you know if it's good or not. Oh, I should have exfoliated my lips. It smells like vanilla caramel. Now, one thing I really like about them is the fact that when they were designing these colors, they really wanted to have inclusivity in mind. It's actually a really flattering shade. I wasn't sure when I was buying this one because I was like, oh, I kind of want to get the pink one, but then I saw this and I was like, oh, I should probably do that because I don't really have any lipsticks in the shades. That's why I bought this one. They have 3 separate lipstick shades. So they've got this one, they have a pink one, and they also have a red one. And like I said, when they were actually designing them, they wanted to make sure that these would look good on all skin tones. I didn't line my lips with anything. This is the color when it's just straight on. It kind of feels like a fairly standard sort of lipstick formula. Like, it doesn't feel like mattifying, it kind of feels nice and moisturizing. There's no, like, there was no patchiness or dragging or anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep wearing this for a little bit. I'm going to keep wearing this for a bit, and then you'll see my final thoughts, and let's go on this journey together, shall we? Also, by the way, I noticed this before, but just how satisfying is this? A good closure makes a big difference. I just really like this packaging. I think it looks very chic and sleek, and then I've got my grubby fingerprints all over it. I haven't even used this on camera yet, but I've been using it for over a week now, so the formula has definitely, what's the word, like dried out a little bit. But of course you know that I do not like first impressions, so let's put on this mascara and then we shall discuss. It's a traditional bristle brush, by the way, just so that you can see. When we can, just the mascara. So I do find that it manages to coat all of my lashes, which is really good. The formula is fairly wet. It's not like one of those more fast drying formulas. So with the brush being quite chunky, it's a little bit more challenging to, you know, like on the lower lash line and getting in here, just because for me, like, that area is quite small, but I do have large eyes. Like, I understand my eyes are like a bug's. But in terms of like the way that this formula feels, like, I've never really felt like it's been able to keep a curl, if that makes sense. It manages to coat them well. It's definitely waterproof. It sort of lifts them, but it hasn't been anything really dramatic. It coats my lashes, which is great, but it coats them in such a way that it's just like my lashes, but they're coloured in, but a bit more. It's not quite like what I dealt with other mascaras that I've tried. This one is like, I think it was the Air Perez one. Like, I've already got a review on that one up here. This one is actually pretty good. It just feels a bit too basic for me anyway, for my taste, because I like my fake look. The formula of this lipstick, let's discuss. So this is actually darker on me than how it looked online, which is okay. Like, you can see I'm nearly matching the color of my top right now. I am very pale. The formula is very moisturizing. It just sort of feels like your average lipstick, if that makes sense. It's not overly creamy, it's not overly dry, it's actually just like a really nice in-between sort of thing. It doesn't have the longest lasting power. It feels nice and comfortable on the lips. If you're after something that is going to last forever, you won't get that from a bullet lipstick anyway. I do find that this does transfer, so if you're after something that doesn't transfer, this will not meet that requirement because it totally transfers. There you go. I know I didn't blot it or do like the powder stuff, but I have not found this to not transfer. Sorry if my hair looks bad. I've got a haircut later on today, and I don't like to wash my hair beforehand because I just don't. If I'm gonna strip the oils of my hair twice in like a day, no. I will come back later on with my final thoughts of this. Okay, it's been about a month. Let's have a look. Obviously, I've just gone very, very simple so you can really see how this mascara shows up. But of course, I do have very light lashes anyway, so anything will honestly make a difference. But it is still on my lid though, but I do tend to find that when it comes to like these sorts of shapes of brushes. It's still a fairly wet formula as well, and I think that's because it's so oil based. It just has a lot of oil, which is of course meant to be very, very nourishing for your eyelashes, but because it is so wet, it means that if you struggle with like blinking or transfer or something, this could be an issue for you with this mascara. Let's just do a second coat on here. Still a little tacky though. I have still felt that this one stays tacky for a bit longer, and it does clump them together on the second coat, but it's not necessarily added anything major to this, you know. Final review time for my Indigo and Iris products. Casing, love it. I do quite adore how this just, I mean, come on. The mascara, let's have a chat. So the Levitate Mascara, it's kind of basic to me. I'm not exactly the biggest fan of it just because like my lashes kind of look normal but black. It adds a little bit of volume to it just because you're applying product to your eyes, but it's not anything to write home about. The actual like brush itself, you can see like it is easy to get it on your lids, as you can see from this today. I've been using this for 7 weeks now, so I feel like confident with like giving my final thoughts on it. So for me, the biggest selling point for this is the fact it gives half of the profits back to charity, which is amazing. Of course you can just donate directly, but I always like to find ways to like combine the both. I'm just not overly wowed by this formula. Like my lashes look very lackluster for me, so for me I'm just like I don't think I'd get this one again. The lipstick, it's a very nice creamy formula. You can see I didn't have any lip liner on this. It actually makes your lips feel very, very nice and moisturized. I believe it's got shea butter in it as well, and it's just a really, really good formula. I really do like this one, but it's like, it's also at the same time kind of like a basic formula. This isn't something that is super long lasting. It's nourishing, but it's not like, oh my gosh, you need this in your life. Like both of them are just kind of basic products, but like I said, they give back to charity. That's the thing that is the biggest selling point. Would I love for them to be better performing? Yes, but you know, I'm always here to be honest with you. Like there's a lot of good things about the company, it's just for me it's not really everything I'm looking for. So anyway, have you tried these products? Would you like me to review any other brands that are more charitable? I hope that this has been helpful though. I mean, the thing is, like I said, I love supporting better brands. It's just the products aren't like, oh my gosh, so that's a bit of a bummer for me. But that's really about it. I hope that you lovelies had a wonderful week, and I will see you again on Tuesday for a deep dive, or on the Sunday for another review. It depends. I try a lot of products for a long period of time, so you're going to get reviews from me very sporadically, shall we say. In other words, subscribe so you can actually know like what's happening when. But every single Tuesday there is a new video. So I will see you lovelies again soon. Have a wonderful week. Stay safe. Bye. 50% of the... Oh, sorry, the cat's just thunderpaused in here.